Let me tell y'all something. I'm at a stage in my life currently in 2023, spring 2023, where I'm entering the phase of discomfort. Every day I wake up in discomfort. Not because of what I'm thinking, not because of how I feel. Well, it's partially how I feel, but I'm getting out of my comfort zone every single day. Part of doing YouTube is getting out of my comfort zone. You know, I'm more of a reclusive, introverted type of guy. But I know in order to get further in this world, you have to do things that you're not used to. In order for you to get things you never had, you have to do things you never done. Even a turtle has to come out its shell if it wants to move. So I'm here, I'm in heart of New York City, work on Wall Street, and it's a lot of pressure going on, but I love it. I love it. I'm falling in love with being uncomfortable. You know, when we're comfortable, when we're inside that shell, I don't even know if you feel good. I don't even know if you feel all right, but you just feel still. And it's not necessarily a good still. You feel still as in terms of being stagnant, not still as in peaceful, but still as in stagnant. You're not doing anything more, not doing anything less. But I said all that to say this. You have to prove it to yourself that you're worthy. You're worthy of the life you truly desire. If you don't prove it to yourself, it will never happen to you. It will never fall into your lap. I had one of my mentors. My mentor called me. He was like, "What's going on? I ain't heard from you in a minute." And I told you I'm in sales. I'm on Wall Street. I know private equity and stuff like that. And one of my mentors said, "I ain't heard from you in a minute." And man, I was like, I'm studying and I'm like trying to get better at it. And he was like, "Man, don't overthink it. When you overthink, that's when it becomes more difficult. You trying to follow everything to the T. Follow everything. You get over prepared. Like when you don't even need that much preparation. You have more ammunition than you think to pull the trigger. You don't need every single thing to pull the trigger. There's some people that need every single answer before proceeding forward. Some people like to, put their toes in water just to test the temperature while other people just dive right in. You got to dive right in life. You got to dive right in life. And I notice hesitation deletes. I don't know if you could say the K word, but it deletes. You just got to go all in. You just got to pull the trigger. And the quicker you realize that hesitation deletes, then we would be conscious every time we hesitate and just go for it. It's that split second when we question ourselves or we procrastinate and we just end up creating a problem in our mind when the problem never really existed. You have to prove it to yourself that you're worthy of this life you want, because this is what's going to separate you from the have and have nots. Everybody wants a more desirable life. Everybody wants more freedom. Everybody wants more security. And if they don't, they're lying. They're just trying to make themselves feel better because they don't have the balls to go after the life they want. So it's important for you to have mentors or certain YouTube channels that you follow to guide you through this plane of existence. Life is not really full of secrets. It's really what you choose to apply, what information you choose to apply in your real life, because a lot of the information that's out there is not really new. It may be said in a different way. It may be said in a more entertaining way. Some of it is probably new to some people, but it's not innovative. You know, some people just do things better for their audience to click, for it to resonate with them. And chances are you already know what type of life you want. You know what you want out of this life. You know, I have to remember why I moved to New York City, because some days you get comfortable. You get like, I'm good. I put in work today. When I still have energy, I could still put in more work. I think of the future, and I go back in the past. I reflect on the past to learn from it. Like, do I want to go back to that predicament? Do I want to go back to that situation? I use that as my fuel to drive me forward. I use my past and my future visions to keep me sane and keep me on the path of success. And success is different for all of us. But once you get into being uncomfortable all the time, you want to make this your shell. Make being uncomfortable your shell, because everyone's ready to get into their comfort zone, ready to give up, but nothing happens there. You're not rewarded for being comfortable in life. Whatever religion you follow, there is some suffering, there is some sacrifice. And with sacrifice comes great reward. So just because you don't see any results now, just because you don't see any results today, maybe even next week, you're making progress towards your results. You're making progress towards your destination. Don't worry about so much about the instant gratification and being perfect and all that, because with progress, you will have some failures. You may get embarrassed. You may feel like giving up. You don't feel motivated all the time, but this is part of the process. This is part of the path. So keep this in your mind and make being uncomfortable your friend. This has been More Studios. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, you be well. 1.